Welcome to Hindu Infopedia. Today, we journey into the heart of Hindu Shastras, not as mythology, but as a structured body of scientific thought. The Not a Myth series has explored ancient Hindu wisdom in genetics and lineage. This episode dives into the Shastras, the vast Hindu scriptures, and reveals how they serve as a holistic guide to life, not religious dogma. A Shastra is more than a text. It is a codified manual of inquiry, linking dharma, knowledge, and application. From the Rigveda's concept of cosmic order to the Manusmriti's principles of social harmony, these texts are blueprints for ethical living, scientific understanding, and spiritual evolution. Let's start with dharma. Contrary to popular belief, dharma is not blind obedience. It's the ethical engineering of society. The Dharma Shastras, like the Manusmriti, prescribe structured roles, justice systems, and lineage principles such as Sagotra marriage avoidance. These weren't arbitrary rules, they reflected genetic and societal logic, just like the Gotra system. In contrast, Abrahamic scriptures offer moral codes like the Ten Commandments or Sharia laws, but lack the detailed societal engineering we find in the Shastras. Now consider Artha and Kama, wealth and desire. In Hindu Shastras, these are not repressed, they are honored sciences. Kautilya's Arthashastra offers advanced economic theories from taxation to surveillance, long before modern economics. The Kamasutra presents desire as an art of life, not taboo, but balanced, inclusive, and scientifically aligned. Again, this differs from Abrahamic traditions, where desire is often framed in restrictive or gendered terms, and wealth is tightly regulated under divine law. Finally, let's look at moksha, liberation. The Upanishads guide us toward inner realization. Tattvamasi, thou art that, captures the essence of spiritual self-discovery. Liberation here isn't a divine reward after death, but an introspective journey grounded in science and philosophy. Shastras even explore medicine, surgery, astronomy, and metallurgy. The Sushruta Samhita describes nasal reconstruction techniques, using structured experimentation that mirrors modern scientific methods: observation, hypothesis, testing, and repeatability. Shastras aren't myths, they are civilizational manuals, designed for empirical reasoning, innovation, and ethical society. In the second part of this video, we'll explore their scientific legacy, comparison with Abrahamic faiths, and their modern relevance, including how these ancient texts are inspiring breakthroughs in AI, governance, and mental health today. Stay with us, and if you're finding value here, don't forget to like and subscribe, so we can continue bringing you more from Hindu Infopedia's Not a Myth series. In part 1, we explored how Shastras offer a structured guide to life through Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Now, let's unpack their scientific legacy and relevance in today's world. Ancient Hindu texts weren't just spiritual, they were scientific repositories. From the Vedanga Jyotisha, which predicted eclipses, to Agastya's metallurgy and Charaka's pharmacology, Shastras documented empirical methods that predate modern science. The Sushruta Samhita described plastic surgery centuries ago. Using observation, experimentation, and validation, it documented nasal reconstruction with remarkable detail. This wasn't folklore, it was early scientific method in action. Critics often ask, where are the peer-reviewed papers? But Hindu epistemology worked differently. Shruti, Tantra Yukti, and oral tradition ensured rigorous transmission. What we now call peer review existed as community debate, inference, and logical testing. This process, Tattva Samikshanam, Tattva Parikshanam, and Siddhanta Parikshanam, mirrors the modern scientific method. Now compare that with Abrahamic traditions. While they've influenced ethics and law, their spiritual goals focus on afterlife rewards, with minimal emphasis on structured, testable inquiry. Concepts like moksha or self-realization are largely absent. The Shastras differ by integrating science, philosophy, and practical knowledge, making them more than religious texts. So, are the Shastras still relevant? Absolutely. Their frameworks resonate in modern systems. Panchayati Raj reflects ancient Sabha Samiti governance. Economic principles from the Arthashastra echo in today's public policy. Yoga, pranayama, and meditation, rooted in moksha, are now backed by neuroscience. Sanskrit grammar, as codified by Panini, is inspiring breakthroughs in AI and computational linguistics. Even Swadhyaya, the idea of self-study, is influencing modern education, emphasizing critical thinking and reflection. Unlike religious texts fixed in the past, the Shastras are dynamic manuals, open to application and evolution. In conclusion, Hindu Shastras are not myths, they're intellectual blueprints. They integrate spirituality, science, and societal design in ways still unmatched. By reclaiming and re-examining them, we unlock a legacy rich in wisdom and future-ready relevance. This is Hindu Infopedia's mission, to decode this ancient knowledge and show how it can shape tomorrow. If you found this exploration meaningful, like and subscribe, and explore the full Not a Myth series on HinduInfopedia.org. Let's continue the conversation and the rediscovery.